TV soap news and spoilers say that today we delve into one of the most dramatic and emotional storylines on Days of Our Lives, Johnny DiMera's hidden truth about his role in the shooting of EJ DiMera. This revelation is not just a turning point in Johnny's character arc, but it also ripples through the lives of those around him, especially Chanel. As this intense drama unfolds, we see Johnny grappling with his guilt and secrets, while those closest to him begin to uncover the truth. The catalyst: Johnny's anger and the secret of his conception. For those who have been following Johnny's journey on Days of Our Lives, it's no secret that his life has been marked by turmoil, particularly regarding the circumstances of his conception. Johnny has long harbored anger and resentment toward his family, especially toward EJ, when he learned of the dark secrets surrounding his birth. These revelations shook Johnny to his core, and the emotional fallout has continued to affect his relationships, particularly with his father, EJ. The truth about Johnny's conception has haunted him for years, feeding his anger and resentment. This animosity toward his father has only grown stronger, culminating in a bitter realization: Johnny continues to believe that EJ is dead. It's a belief that has provided Johnny with some twisted sense of relief, but as the pieces of the past begin to resurface, this belief is set to be shattered, leaving Johnny to confront a harsh reality. Susan's growing suspicion, the mother's intuition. As Johnny's world starts to unravel, it becomes clear that Susan, his mother, is beginning to notice strange and troubling signs. Her maternal instincts kick in as she senses that Johnny is hiding something significant, something dark and destructive. Susan is no fool, and though she loves her son, she can feel the weight of a secret hanging over him. While Johnny's anger and the emotional weight of his past have been clear to those around him, Susan's intuition tells her that there is more to the story than what Johnny has been letting on. As a mother, she wants to protect her son from the repercussions of his actions, but she also understands that Johnny can no longer continue to live with the burden of his secret. The question then becomes, what will happen when Susan finally learns the truth? EJ's fragmented memories, a flashback to the confrontation. Meanwhile, EJ is also undergoing a transformation of his own, albeit in a very different way. As his memories begin to return in fragmented flashes, he is forced to confront moments from the past that he had long buried. In one of the most dramatic sequences, EJ recalls a vivid image of Johnny pointing a gun at him, an event that had occurred the fateful night Johnny confronted his father. This flashback is a pivotal moment for EJ, as it opens a floodgate of emotions and realizations. The image of Johnny aiming the gun at him brings to the surface the long-suppressed memories of that night, a night that changed the DiMera family forever. For EJ, this flashback is not just a painful reminder of the past, but also a warning that the truth about what happened that night is coming to light. As the memories come rushing back to him, EJ is left to process the horrifying truth that his own son was responsible for shooting him. It's a gut-wrenching realization that sends EJ into an emotional spiral. As viewers, we can't help but wonder how this will affect his relationship with Johnny moving forward. Will EJ forgive him for the violence that transpired between them, or will this revelation drive a wedge even deeper into their already fractured bond? Johnny's guilt, the burden of a dark secret. The weight of Johnny's secret is too heavy for him to bear alone. As the days go by, he becomes increasingly overwhelmed with guilt and shame. He has kept the truth about the shooting from his family for so long, and the consequences of his actions are beginning to haunt him in ways he never anticipated. This growing sense of guilt eventually pushes Johnny to the breaking point. It's clear that Johnny can no longer keep the truth hidden, especially with everything that is unfolding around him. His guilt over shooting EJ, coupled with the pressures of family dynamics and personal relationships, leaves Johnny in a state of emotional turmoil. His internal struggle is compounded by his inability to move forward in his life, particularly when it comes to making decisions about his future. One of the most significant decisions Johnny faces is whether or not he can sign the adoption papers for Sophia and Tate's child. This decision is made all the more difficult by the knowledge that he cannot continue to live a lie. Johnny knows that the truth must come out before he can move forward with any semblance of peace. The adoption papers represent a new chapter in Johnny's life, but first he must come to terms with the darkness of his past. The moment of truth. Will Johnny tell Chanel? With the truth weighing heavily on him, Johnny makes the decision to confide in Chanel, the woman he loves. It's a moment that fans have been eagerly awaiting. Will Johnny finally admit to Chanel that he shot his father? This revelation is bound to change the course of their relationship forever. Chanel, who has been a source of support for Johnny, will undoubtedly be shocked and devastated by the news. But how will she react? Will she understand the complexity of Johnny's actions, or will this revelation push her away? For Johnny, telling Chanel the truth is an act of catharsis, but it's also a painful one. He knows that by revealing his darkest secret, he risks losing everything he has worked for. But Johnny can no longer live with the weight of the lie. The truth, as painful as it is, must come to light if Johnny is ever to find redemption. What does the future hold for Johnny and EJ? As Johnny prepares to face the consequences of his actions, the future remains uncertain. Will the truth about the shooting finally bring closure to the DiMera family, or will it mark the beginning of a new chapter of chaos and turmoil? There's no doubt that this revelation will have far-reaching effects on Johnny, Chanel, and EJ. But the question remains, how will they all move forward after this bombshell? As we wait to see how this dramatic storyline unfolds, one thing is clear. Days of Our Lives continues to deliver jaw-dropping twists and turns. The truth about Johnny's dark secret is poised to change the lives of the DiMera family forever. Will they survive the fallout, or will the repercussions of the past prove too much to bear? Our TV channel Soap News and Spoilers is the place for those who want to know how the Salem story goes, as well as great Days of Our Lives updates and news. So subscribe to our channel to get what you want. Bye-bye.